I got pregnant at the age of 16, and it was unplanned.
I woke up in someone's bed, naked. Something was stolen from me forever.
We engaged sexually, telling me not to use protection. She said it was fine. It really hurts after I got an STD.
Cases of teenage pregnancy has always been a national.
Philippines is really number one in terms of the highest rate in the increase.
We have the fastest growing number of HIV cases.
Have the financial capacity for a child.
Possibly incest.
Our parents aren't willing to talk about STIs, HIV, AIDS, or teen pregnancy in a public forum. Is still a taboo subject. Conception, prostitution, and even cohabitation are all widely denounced in the country, despite the fact that they are widely practiced. Furthermore, the majority of HIV-positive Filipinos are in their 20s and 30s, and the rate of increase is frightening. The kids are progressively adapting to a more free society, but many of them are learning from the wrong places, battling because of Catholic guilt, or the stress that comes with living in an immensely religious country like the United States. Their main argument is that children's sex education encourages promiscuity and deviates from the appropriate ideals for youngsters. In essence, the church opposes sex education in schools as a teaching method. They feel that it should only be taught at home and not in a public context, if it is to be taught at all.
Sex education is a way of enlightening people about their attitudes towards sex, sexual identity, relationships, and intimacy. It is considered that young people have a right to be educated on this subject. It can help this individual understand and be more aware of the repercussions of sex. Abuse, exploitation, unwanted pregnancies, sexually transmitted illnesses, HIV, and AIDS are some of the risks associated with unsafe sex that we can address. It is beneficial to educate these young people to arm themselves with knowledge and be adequately prepared. Teenagers will seek information whether or not they obtain sex education. It is best to provide children with age-appropriate knowledge rather than misleading information. Comprehensive and honest sex education can lead to better STD and unwanted pregnancy prevention. Furthermore, it reduces the likelihood of having unsafe sex and promotes responsible family planning. It is critical that parents educate their children about their curiosities in order to remove the stigma associated with sex education.
The inadequate knowledge of the individuals, especially minors, about sex education, particularly in practical matters of contraception and intercourse, is often based on the belief or assumptions that this information will promote promiscuity. As a result, contraception is banned in certain countries, like how abortion is illegal in a great many. According to the United Nations Population Fund, the adolescent birth rate of 47 per 1,000 live births in the Philippines remains high, wherein it exceeds the Asia-Pacific average of 33.4, at the same time averaging 44 globally. While as of January 2021, 25% of HIV cases were reported individuals aged 15 to 20 years old.
Have you ever thought of what may happen on your children in the future? Have you ever imagined what will happen if those kids were not educated in sex education properly? Nothing hurts more than knowing that your children are being tricked and abused to do sexual steps. Those abuse will carve in their soul, in their heart, and in their mind. A simple touch means a lot, and it will never be forgot. Let's unite and fight to dissipate the possibilities that people are going to be tricked and abused sexually. Let's fight for ourselves, let's fight for the weak ones, and at last, let's fight to have a safer future for our little ones.